Let's take a look at Rosie's chart, shall we? This is a fun one because I think even if I didn't know her, never saw her on TV, if I just looked at this chart, I would think to myself, wow, this woman should be a TV reporter and maybe a housewife. We're going to start out with her Leo rising. And before I get the questions, no, I don't have her exact birth time. And I know that that affects the rising sign, but just go with me here. I'm using a 12 p.m. birth time to build the chart, and a Leo rising really fits her character, so I'm going to lean into it more than I normally would. A Leo rising needs to be seen. It's perfect for any TV personality. Right there alongside her Leo rising, Rosie also has Jupiter in the first house. Jupiter expands everything that it touches. So with a Leo rising, Jupiter will expand into a bigger personality, bigger recognition. It honestly just makes her perfect for TV. Then we have Rosie's Sun in Taurus in the 10th house. The 10th house is all about career, public reputation. And Taurus is a fixed earth sign. It wants stability, credibility. And I think this is where the reporter aspect of her personality really clicks. And it also makes sense because she does not like to be questioned, especially by people that she doesn't think have the authority to do so. And I think that that really feeds into the spat that she had with Kelsey asking about the square footage of her house when she's like, how the hell would Kelsey know? I'm the expert here. Please don't push me. Rosie also has a Virgo moon. Virgo moons are not sloppy. They are emotionally observant. This is the part of her personality that clocks everything in the room. She can tell if something's a little bit off. She can tell by a tone. And I like Kelsey too, but I think genuinely when Kelsey came in joking about her house, Rosie really clocked that it wasn't a joke. She was just doing it to be mean. The shadow side of a Virgo moon is that they can get irritated when other people don't notice the same things that they're noticing because they have already clocked all the details and they're sitting there thinking, hey, I already have the evidence. It's right there. I've explained it to you. Now you should agree with me. All of this is happening in the second house, which adds a whole other layer to this. The second house is all about resources, money, value, self-worth, and emotionally, that means Rosie needs to feel very secure. So when somebody questions her or acts like she doesn't know what she's talking about, she's going to take that very personally. And once that happens, good luck. Rosie's Mercury is in Aries, and I think that this can explain why she is so direct. Mercury is all about communication, and Aries does not tiptoe around anything. So that's why her communication style can sometimes feel like she's kicking the door open and saying, here's what I think. This makes her bold and honest, but it can also come across as combative. She's clocking things so quickly that sometimes while her brain is thinking like, okay, I've identified the problem, her mouth is already like live at 5. Let's go. Finally, Rosie has Mars in Cancer in the 12th house. So Mars is action, and Cancers are emotional, loyal, sometimes defensive. And I think that sometimes when she's feeling upset, it can marinate and other people might not know how upset she is until that Aries comes knocking and it all explodes out of her. And I think that's what can make her seem like a villain occasionally. Rosie's 6th house, about daily life and routine, has Uranus, Neptune, and her North Node. So I think that that explains her kind of softer side, her daily life, her love for Clemmy, her dog, her love for Rich, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Let's sum it all up. I don't think Rosie's a villain. I think that she is a local news anchor with a low tolerance for nonsense and a personality that was just made for TV.